Shalawam. I'm your brother Yahawah from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Millets. And before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, HaQadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalawam. Just a quick in transit lesson, all right, before I go back into the plantation. You've been seeing, the men of Great Millstone, the defenders of the gospel, starting with the head elder apostles, elder bishops on down. Once again, giving that warning on the MOTB, all right, which is the RFID micro C-hip, and going into how, Bishop Nathaniel, the leader of the IUIC, and how his breakdown concerning Revelation 13, 16 through 17, all right, on down to 18, all right, it always changes, okay? One minute, the MOTB, or the mark of the beast, is Christianity, which brothers, was pulling up the receipts. You got the old videos, okay, where they're saying that the mark of the beast is Christianity. And, you got another video, okay, that's more current, to where, this Bishop Nathaniel saying that the MOTB is sin, okay, which we all know that that's not the breakdown, man, okay. It's a sin to take the actual MOTB, which is the RFID micro C-hip, that device, okay, all right, but it's not sin itself, okay, because we know in order to take the MOTB, what you got to make cuttings within your flesh, all right, which that's going against the law, okay, to cut, within your flesh, okay, and hence why, you don't get tattoos, okay. Hey, don't take the okey poke, the juice, okay, all right. And we know that if you take that device, man, okay, there ain't no going back, all right. You take that RFID micro C-hip, okay, that new form of buying and selling, as it reads in Revelation 13, 16 through 17, all right, you won't be able to buy or sell without it. If you take that and you conform to the image of the beast and take his charagma, take Esau Edom's mark, okay, that physical mark, all right, there is no turning back, all right. Your fate will be sealed. You will be destroyed, okay, according to Revelations 14, 9, and 10, all right. You will be destroyed by way of fire and brimstone, which we know that fire and brimstone, okay, that destruction that you're going to feel, all right, is going to come courtesy of World War III, all right, thermo nuclear destruction, okay, that's going to touch down over here on the shores of Babylon the Great, America, okay. And also the fire is coming from Yahawashi, all right, when he returns with the fathership, okay, and accompanied with the heavenly host, the heavenly army, man, the angels, okay, all right. So just a quick lesson, man, a quick warning, okay. Just once again warning on what the MOTB truly is, okay, and it's plain as day. It's clearly plain as day. We see Esau Edom setting up this beast system, okay, more forms of contactless payments, okay. You want to pay for your groceries, all right, whatever items, okay, whatever services, all right. Esau Edom has set up a system that's already ready for the MOTB, that mark, to be pushed, all right, to where you can pay by way of your credit card being on your phone, okay. You can even link your card to your these now smart watches, okay. Hey, once upon a time, it was just you had a regular debit or credit card, but now even with the debit and credit cards, you know, you could just tap it. You know, it got that near field communication to where you could just tap it. The same technology, and the reason you could tap it because those credit and debit cards have RFID micro C-hips in it. All right, it's all leading up to the hour of temptation, that great time of testing, man. Okay, that's gonna come upon all the world to try them that dwell on the earth. All right, Revelation 3:10, and we know that the Lord said that because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The elect is going to be kept from that time because the Lord is going to be with them. Okay, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be in the men of the elect. All right, to not take that device. All right, and have faith in Yahawah to get them through. Okay, but, you know, the point I was stressing, you know, the system is already here. Okay, you have Amazon One Pay. All right, to where you can link your debit or your credit card with your biometrics of your hand and pay with a swipe, you know, a scan of your hand, man. Okay, it's all gradualism leading up to what the actual MOTB is. Okay, that RFID micro C-hip being put inside of you, and people already have been taking it for years. People already got C-hips in them. Okay. And people getting brain C-hips. This is the vision that our forefather John the Revelator saw. Right? We living in those very times right now. Okay? Revelation, and that, you know, that's Elon Musk. He has his Neuralink company. Okay? FDA approved to put those C-hips in people's brains. Okay? And the time that we're speaking about, the hour of temptation, you know, it's not going to be, you know, people out here willingly taking it, you know, under their own merit. Esau Edom's going to enforce it. Soon come. Okay. Revelation 13:16. And it says, and he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And who's the he? Esau, the so-called white man, the wicked elite, the powers that be. Okay, he's going to be enforcing that mark, or the Greek word charagma. Let's get it. He'll show you that this is a physical mark.
5480, charagma. Charagma.
It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And there's many Antichrists in the world. Okay. But if you take that charagma, all right, you are pledging your allegiance unto Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil, man. Okay. You know, you pretty much love your master. Okay. Because we know that this charagma is a digital all. Okay. Which we can get that within the law. It says the mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculpture, graven work, and idolatrous image. So it's a physical mark. It's not sin. Okay, it's not Christianity. All right, it's a literal device. Okay, and like I said it was a digital all. Okay, what's that? The book of Exodus 21. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Exodus 21 and verse 5, it says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. And that's going to be the mindset of 2/3. They love serving the so-called white man. They love this place, America. They love captivity. All right, because that's what we're under. All right, but because they can get their little conveniences, they can, you know, move around the earth a little bit. Okay, get to the bag. All right, be as wicked as they want to be. They love their master, Esau Edom, and hence why they're gonna take that charagma, man. They love this life. Okay, and it says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall also bring him to the door and unto the doorpost. So this is public. Okay, and when you take that charagma, it's gonna be public. Okay, every eyes, you know, everybody's gonna see, you know, that that mark you're going to have, because you're going to have that cancerous-like sore, all right, that grievous sore in Revelation, the 16th chapter, from taking that device, okay? And it says, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And in this case, all right, Esau Edom going to put that needle in you, okay? He going to use that syringe, which is going to be holding a charagma, all right? And, hence, you are pledging your allegiance to Esau to serve him forever, okay? You sided with the wrong side, the enemy, okay? And the Lord going to destroy you, man. All right, Revelation 13:16, and he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads, which we're already seeing, all right? You got, I think, a TikToker named C-Hip Girl, okay, where she paid for her groceries, all right? You can open up doors, you can open up car doors with the C-Hip, okay? You can get things linked to your C-Hip, okay? Different conveniences, different data stored within it, okay? People getting brain C-Hips in the brains to help them, whether they're paraplegic, okay, to have access to the web, all right, do things that they couldn't do, all right, without that brain C-Hip within them, man, okay? This all happening presently, all right, and it's about to be enforced. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, the RFID micro C-Hip, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So without it, you're going to be cut off from society. All right, you ain't going to be able to buy food, buy water, pay your bills. You're going to be cut off. And that's the time that the elect going to walk by faith and not by sight. We're not going to run it down to Esau, Edom for help, man. Okay? We're not going to take the C-Hip, all right, just to, continue to have whatever type of status, whatever type of money, all right, on this side, man. This is about to all pass away and be destroyed, man. Okay, we hoping to, endure to the end, okay? Hold fast into this word and this truth. Keep our faith until the end so that we can get beamed up, all right, when Yahawashi returns with the heavenly host. And that's when true life begins, immortal life. Okay, the kingdom, all right? We looking to be future rulers with Yahawashi, man, all right? But Revelation 14:9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his charagma in their forehead or in their right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. All right, and that's that thermonuclear destruction, man. Okay, all right, that's going to befall Babylon the Great, man. All right, the Lord's righteous anger. Okay, because this place is wicked, man. All right, it's asking to be destroyed. All right, and it will. And it says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to partake in the seventh death, man. The second death. Okay. Thermonuclear fire, the lake of fire that's going to be made out of every 5,000 square mile of America, Babylon the Great, man. Okay. And if you can't receive that, hey, you ain't of the elect, man. You can't understand what the prophecy of the MOTB is, all right? You're not of the elect, okay? And you're going to end up taking it, and you will be destroyed, man, all right? Because according to Romans 11:7, all right, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The elect will get it, okay? The elect will understand exactly and clearly what the mystery, all right, or the prophecy of the MOTB is, as well as all the other prophecies, man. All right, we have the 100% truth. Here at Great Millstone, the elder apostles, elder bishops, on down, the men that enter into their labors, we have the 100% truth. All right, that's needed for salvation, man. All right. And we warn you week in, week out, right, on the things that's happened, prophecy that will come, and the hour of temptation is around the corner, and we warn you not to take it. If you go against that and take the RFID micro C-HIP, you will be destroyed. Simple as that. All right, Lord will is edifying through the spirit and the power of Yahawah Rawchaa unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalawam, Shalawam to the hopeful elect.